Hello everybody, welcome back to your favourite YouTube channel, and today we are doing my very first reaction video on the channel. And with FC25 coming out in about a month's time, we're going to be checking out the deep dive videos they've uploaded. I've not looked at anything, and let's see if the hype's worth it or lack of hype. But before we get into it, remember to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers and 10 notifications, so do not miss a thing. Let's get into it. Also, one more thing actually, if you do enjoy a reaction video, let me know, because a new thing to do, and hopefully I'm not bad at it and it's not too bad to watch. But let's jump straight in with the gameplay deep dive, which
this is
we're not going to see much
FC25.
difference, I don't think.
With tactics
FC25,
inspired by the
okay,
greatest minds
that's
in the
Mia
game,
Hamm.
more hypermotion from last year's most memorable matches,
Hey.
and new playstyles.
New play
Everything
styles,
you
always
need
good.
to win for the club. Introducing FCIQ, a
Oh.
complete overhaul of the game's
What most of the community does not have,
tactical system.
IQ.
Team tactics, player roles,
Right.
and in-game smart tactics give you more control over how your team moves and plays than ever before.
Is it really going to make much of a difference? Tactics? I don't use tactics. Maybe people will get into it, maybe more for pros, but casual
Success
player,
in FC
probably
is
not.
no longer just about putting in the best player at a position. It's about putting in the right player for the system you want to run.
Okay.
With FCIQ,
Will it actually
team
matter?
tactics have been modernized at both ends of the pitch, and your teammates are smarter both on and off
I
the
don't
ball.
believe it.
Something we're excited about this year is that FCIQ can
So bounce wingers, box to box holding. Maybe it might make a difference. Goalkeeper, obviously, I'll play defender, fullback.
be used to easily emulate a favorite manager's tactics.
Not gonna happen.
Say, for example, instead of a traditional 4-4-2
Right.
that might feel static or disorganized, you can set up your team in a more fluid, balanced style that might alternate between a 4-3-3 and a 4-2-3-1. Something
So they're saying you could change mid attack or mid defend.
close to what you might see under Ancelotti at Madrid.
If it works, it'd be great.
That is truly special.
We realized
If it works.
we can't just
When's it
use
ever
team
work?
tactics to make the game feel authentic. It's also down to players being used appropriately in the system.
That's why we're excited to bring player roles to FC. We built
Right.
an out-of-game AI model in order to help identify which player roles fit players in FC. Picking the proper role means you can unleash players in entirely new ways, and each role can have multiple focuses.
So is each player gonna have their preferred role? Like, obviously, if Vinny's an inside forward, so he can't play as well as like a wide forward.
A plus or a plus plus means that the player is either accomplished or world-class in that specific player role. That
Right.
means it's up to you to assign the proper role that fits the player and your strategy.
To give you a sense of how your team will play, you can check your players' activity maps, detailed descriptions of each player's role, a dynamic summary of your tactic, and even how your team looks with and without the ball.
Poacher, objective score goals. That's just a striker. They stay forward, focus on attack, runs behind the defense, hoping to fashion a chance to score. Attack and focus, the poacher will just lurk off the defensive line, ready to capitalize on any defensive gaps. Players ready to hire threatening out wide, patient build up. Dependency on possession, lack of. There's got ticks here, but there's no ticks here.
And
Park
when
the
you
bus
leave,
is back.
the game
No.
will provide in-match
Oh,
tactical
no.
suggestions based on the current match situation.
You can even change your team's tactics and focus using the directional pad. If you find a tactic you like, you can share it with your friends
Or followers,
using
Oh,
a tactic-specific code.
Okay. It's oh, so you can. You know what everyone's like, oh, you need to set everyone up because here's the code. There you go. Copy my tactics. You don't want to be copying mine because I'm
the
bad.
IQ is also the foundation of gameplay across all modes.
We'll go into more detail on career mode in the career
That's
mode
what I'm
deep
looking
dive.
forward to.
But
Career mode.
FCIQ makes team tactics and individual player roles essential to the success of your team.
FCIQ will also influence
Cheeky.
the core systems in career, relating to transfers, scouting, and the youth academy, meaning squad building and development goes way beyond just OVRs.
Okay.
In clubs, the biggest
Labs
impact
is
of
back.
FCIQ will be on
Hopefully they
customizing your team's tactics.
Give you some more stuff for it.
Club managers and lobby captains will be able to select, create, and customize tactics and choose player roles for the team.
These
Everyone's a
tactics
striker.
influence AI behaviors, which in the past have been a challenge for clubs. FCIQ
Oh.
gives players more control over the way their teams are set up, but most
That's better. be able to control more, because clubs is literally a free for all. But obviously, if it's actual players, it's still going to be a free for all.
Importantly, the way their AI teammates play and position themselves.
That's better.
FC25 is the world's game in every sense, which means if it's in the game,
Hello,
it's in
go.
our game. We've used volumetric capture to source even more real-world moments and bring them into FC.
That's
We
better,
have
obviously.
real movements, real goals, real styles of play, and of course, real celebrations across over 19,000 players and teams added to FC25.
Play styles were a huge success to the game last year, and we're building on that. In FC25, we're adding new goalkeeper play styles to the game.
And
Goalkeeper playstyles. We need them, because goalkeepers get so neglected. Hopefully it carries over to career mode, which it should do.
there's lots more we're excited about.
And
Professional
mascots.
Fouls, new skill moves,
Wait,
Visual
professional fouls. It means I can just go foul someone? Like, give them a little tug on the shirt?
enhancements across overlays,
That's expected. Bet we need better
full-body
overlays. But
AI mimic, realistic movements in jerseys
Oh.
and materials,
you don't even see it.
and so much more.
Well,
That's it. And this is FC25. Welcome back to the world's game. Now, what will you
oh my god,
do for the club?
nothing. I don't do nothing. I can see the goals. But overall, it's just like goalkeeper playstyles, good. The fouls, we'll see. I get a lot of yellow cards, probably a lot of red cards, especially in clubs, because all people are going to do. You can just foul on purpose. Good. I thought we'd have diving. Updated playstyles, we'll see. They'll probably be overpowered in Ultimate Team. Obviously, better graphics, better animation and stuff, which is always good. A little bit of love towards pro clubs. Hopefully, there'll be a lot more, because pro clubs does get neglected. Goalkeepers get neglected massively, and obviously, this is a goalkeeper channel. Justice for goalkeepers. But overall, it talks the talk. Will it walk the walk? We'll find out in about a month's time. But now I'm going to move on to the next one and see what that's all about, which I think is career mode deep dive. Right, on to the official career mode deep dive now. Give me something good for goalkeeper. Actually, just make career mode fun again.
To be a legend in the game, you have to take a club to new heights. You have to go where no one else has gone. Career mode in 25 is the most forward-thinking in FC history.
Right,
Real-life
okay.
tactics and situations with live start points, player career with icons.
Icons?
And I'm delighted to introduce women's football to career.
Oh, that's a big one. Women's football into career. Is it just going to be the same as men's? Or is it going to be, there'll probably be less leagues, obviously. Player career with icons. So icons going to be in the career all the time, or do you have to select them? Another thing. And lifestyle points, that mean I can just join at any point, or? Don't know, we have to look.
Career.
Yeah, thanks, Mia. Let's get into it. FC25
Yeah, let's get into it.
marks a new era for both manager and player career. Players will be able to live out real-world stories from the biggest leagues in the world with live
Okay.
start points. This is the biggest update we've added to career in years.
You don't
In
care about career.
FC25, you can experience the drama of any team's real-world season. Pick up from where a team or player has left off that week, and you'll have to deal with the related league standings, fixtures,
Oh.
injuries, and transfers.
Does that mean it's going to get updated live? So it's actually going to be live? So, say, halfway through the season, stuff's going to happen? Be
Or
interesting.
start from a special snapshot moment, a curated starting point based on a newsworthy situation at a specific club, be it a manager sacking, a big transfer, a team overperforming, and so on.
Graphics still
We've
don't look
also
great
got
though.
loads of new updates across manager mode, driven by FC IQ, by way of team tactics and player
Saw
roles.
that.
Player roles add a dimension to tactics beyond player positions and drive success more than ever in career, on and off the pitch. Picking the right player roles is a key factor across player development, staffing, scouting, training and coaching, and it helps fuel and influence player and squad.
We have a little look at the this is Youth Academy. So Youth Academy is still what the hell? Look at his chin. Do we have? It seems pretty similar still though. Nothing outstanding
helps
there.
fuel and influence player and
Actually, going back. Sorry, stopping. If we get play styles, if actually Youth Academy get play styles,
and
when
it
I
helps
played,
fuel
no one
and
ever had it.
influence player and squad cohesion. Something our community has been asking for is an update to press conferences.
Exactly.
So we've used FCIQ to change how these work, to make them more dynamic. Reporters will ask
He looks
questions
upset.
that are specific to your tactical choices, your players and their roles. Your
Oh,
answers
okay.
affect the updated morale system. So
Hate
managers
morale.
will have to find the right balance between
Morale needs massive improvements because this year it has been terrible. Everyone's upset because they don't have more money.
critique and praise. We've also updated the Youth Academy, starting with expanding the list of countries that you can send youth scouts to.
Always
And once
good.
you've identified the next big thing, of course, you've got to develop their talent, which is why we've integrated Rush 5v5 matches into Youth Academy.
Rush
By playing
5v5.
in Rush matches, managers can actively boost youth development over the course of 3-match tournaments.
That's actually a really good idea to have an actual hands-on involvement with your player. You can pick a youth player that you obviously want to push to the next best thing with the best rating possible, and you can just milk it and make
Win
him
the final,
incredible.
earn the maximum
Or him and
boost,
her.
and your next rising star will be that much closer to achieving their first team dream.
You can just max it out. It'd be crazy
Watching
if it
your youth
works.
squad players physically grow up over the years. We've also added a long-requested
Hope they
feature
change.
to career gameplay, simulation settings. With it enabled, teams will play a more deliberate style of play, close to what you'd see in a real-world football match.
That is what I need. Or if I'm as a goalkeeping player, the amount of times your AI just runs to the byline, cuts back, and does absolutely nothing with the ball. We need some more intelligent AI because the amount of times it's just they do nothing. It's crazy.
Taking it a step further,
But
we've
is it gonna
developed
work on
a
the
dynamic
pitch?
sim setting that changes aspects of the AI's play from one game to the next.
Okay.
There's really exciting things happening with player career as well. Player career with icons. Now, you can take existing icons and put them in any team of your choice and see them perform alongside today's players. We're incredibly excited about this because it unlocks so many new opportunities to evolve career, and we'll have different sets of icons to choose from as the game progresses.
Oh.
In football,
That's good. So they're gonna be the same age though? How's that gonna work? Or they're not gonna like age in the game?
a good story is everything. In FC25,
More
we've made it
stories,
so that
great.
players will have more flexibility in setting up their story of their player career. Storylines have expanded to the classic rags to riches story.
Isn't a story determine how you play a career? You have to battle your way up. Ah, so it helps you. Okay, okay. Personally, 5 basic.
Or following in the footsteps of your
Oh,
parents,
wait, was that Alex Hunter?
or coming
I
back
think it
from a
was.
career-threatening injury. The story you select will have an impact on and off the pitch.
I like that.
Generating reactions on social media to influencing gameplay attributes and playstyles.
That's actually really good. It means that you can do career modes. It's not all the same constantly. It's going to be slightly different how you want to start your player's career. So,
Coming back from a
all for it.
career-threatening injury. The story you select will have an impact on and off the pitch, from generating reactions on social media to influencing gameplay attributes and playstyles.
okay.
Further
Women's
our
football.
commitment to representing women's football within FC. In FC25, we're introducing the world's top 5 women's leagues into both manager and
Okay.
player career.
Only 5.
In manager career, managers will be able to move freely between managing men's and women's teams. And in player
Okay.
career, they can play for any of these top clubs. And finally, across both
Wait,
modes,
so the managers can go from men's to women, which is obviously fine. I mean, you can't male. Can you do male
play for any
footballers
of
and
these top
female,
clubs.
vice versa?
And finally, across both modes, we've designed a new visual system that has a slicker and more simple UI, with
Okay.
a new suggested task list that helps players with their next important decision.
I hope the what we got central notification squad. So it's the same stuff. It just made it look a little bit cleaner. I hope it gets updated because the amount of times my academy stuff didn't work or my objectives didn't update too many times.
And of course, we've upped social media in FC25.
Oh, look at that.
Playthroughs are now powered by partnerships with some of the biggest news outlets in football, like
Just him.
Fabrizio Romano,
Is it?
keeping you up to date with all the latest transfer information.
Oh my God, Gertruda.
Play well, and the fans will wonder if you deserve a statue. Play not so great.
Can I get a
well,
statue?
They'll let you know. And that's everything new to career in FC25.
Welcome back to the world's game. Now,
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, Yaya Toure. Monster. Okay, it looks like the start points I'm actually excited for. Gives you a little bit different, or live ones different. Also, Youth Academy stuff hopefully be better. Player career, having icons, I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if they're going to be the same age and won't age. I'm assuming they won't age. It'd be pointless to have a 44-year-old or 55-year-old icon who retires at the end of the season because he's too old. I also like this origin stories, having the way Return to Glory. I thought it was Alex Hunter, it's definitely not. Led to a career-threatening injury. They expect you to come back from, but now have a months of hard work of recovering. Driven by ambition, he loves the game, a burning desire to make the impossible happen. You're ready to come back. I like that. I think there's another one. What's the other one? Climb to the top. Makes each career slightly different. You can have a little bit more control of it. And like I said, it's not the same thing all the time. You join a club and you smash it out, basically. As we have for career, at least they added stuff to career. The personality stuff is pretty bad for goalkeepers in general. Obviously, I'm going to talk about goalkeepers more because that's what we do on this channel. But it's always a bit broken. Like, you could only ever level up the Virtuoso. The other stuff didn't really work unless you bought them, kind of. But career mode, it's looking okay. Once again, you have to get your hands on it and find out more. But next video is the Ultimate Team Deep Dive. We'll have a look anyway. Right, on to the Ultimate Team Deep Dive, which obviously I do play Ultimate Team, not too much. We do have a series normally that I do. Let's find out what they've added. It's probably all the stuff they've already told us.
Is social.
Angry Ginge.
Build your ultimate five-a-side,
High face.
play with friends, level
Rush.
up by FC IQ tactical presets and player role boost, and loads more updates from community requests.
Are they actually going to listen to community? I don't believe it, because they don't.
Guy, take it away.
Thanks, Philly. Ultimate Team this year is taking a new shape, as well as building on familiar features you've come.
That walkout animation. That could go hard, you know. Like it, actually walking out for once. Probably all the way down.
Our biggest update to Ultimate Team is the addition of 5v5 matches called Rush. Rush is a brand new five-a-side experience that will give you a new way to build and play with others in Ultimate Team.
Is it only going to be for friends? Because I don't have 4 friends to play with. Or can you play with just 5 other people?
Yourself or with friends?
Oh, keep doing it.
Team. Whether you're by yourself or with friends, matches are always played with 4 people and an AI goalkeeper on each team.
Okay.
Bring in a player from your club and you'll control them for the entire match.
Oh.
And together, the players you pick will complete team bonuses, earning everyone rush points. A new way to get rewards in Ultimate Team each week.
I kind of like that, a bit more of a casual game mode that you can pick any player you want and level them up kind of thing. Or earn rush points, whatever that goes to. Probably nothing though in EA, or it will for the first month and then they just won't do nothing with, but playing for a single player, not having to switch around, might be a bit of fun.
New Rush events will be released throughout the season and will allow you to use different players from your club and earn rewards. It's the perfect complement to the intensity of Rivals and Champs. FC IQ is completely overhauling tactics in Ultimate Team, giving you more control over how your team behaves on
Counter.
And off the ball. Manager items will now feature tactical presets that make it easier than ever.
Wait, didn't we have it back in the day where players were linked to formations and now managers are kind of linked to formations? Does the actual manager mean something now instead of just giving you chemistry? Okay, at least it gives them a reason to have a manager, a good manager.
To emulate your favorite manager's tactical setup based on their real-life style of play. And with the addition of player roles, there's even more opportunity to customize your players, unlocking new levels of tactical depth and strategy.
Player tends to create a fulcrum of midfield, giving license to roam. Like I said, it all depends on how it actually works. It's alright talking the talk. If we don't walk the walk, it's just going back to what it is. And a lot of time, people won't even deep dive into this anyway, right? How often do you play and go, I just play the game to win?
Work rates have been replaced by roles, and special items released throughout the year can have
work. Oh, does that mean the informs will get different? Oh. April means player master the role of a significant. Okay, so right mid. So James inform would be better at wide. Okay.
Roles in different positions. In FC25, Evos will be less restrictive, allowing you to use your favorite players more often.
The Korean team's back, boys and girls.
Evos being green. This year, you can add backgrounds, borders, animations, and even sound effects to your players.
Sound effects?
And we heard your feedback. We're excited to finally introduce a storage system for untradeable player duplicate.
Oh my god, they've only gone and done it. Untradeable duplicate storage? That's big time. They've actually listened. You probably have to pay for it somehow. You probably have to use FC points, but you know, how big is it going to be? Is it actually going to be 100?
Duplicates, which can be accessed from squad building challenges.
That's better. I like that.
Also removing contracts. Players and managers will no longer need contracts to keep playing for your club. Contracts
are pointless. You never ran out of contracts. It's a thing that you had to worry or not worry about. Basically, it's pointless. You paid for it. People who do bronze pack method are going to be fuming, though.
We've made improvements to Rivals as well.
Okay.
Weekly rewards will now be based on a new point system, so even if you draw, you'll still progress.
Okay.
And relegation is back. We're decreasing the total number of checkpoints and allowing players to be relegated when competing at the highest divisions.
Can't wait to be
Live
relegated to
friendlies
10.
will no
Is it?
longer use
Wait.
your Rivals rank
Sorry. They said higher divisions.
at the highest divisions.
So is it only relegation for higher divisions? So if you get to like say top 5, Division 5 and onwards, is that the only time you can get relegated? I don't think they're going to let people go back down to Division 10. That'd be bullying, right? We have to wait and see.
Live friendlies will no longer use your Rivals rank for matchmaking and instead use Form, ensuring that players will always want to compete at their skill level.
So it's not, at least it's not taking your
And instead use Form.
your
Live
rivals.
friendlies will no longer use your Rivals rank for matchmaking and instead use Form, ensuring that players will always want to compete at their skill level.
It means people will probably just lose a bunch though. So to give yourself easier, so you just go into squad battles and to lose a bunch of games, or is it only going to be online games that give you Form?
To round it out, we've got an all-new Ultimate Team Stadium for you to personalize,
Oh,
paired with new broadcast elements that reflect your squad choices
I never
and
did it.
highlight the most dangerous players on the pitch. We're excited about all these updates between Rush, FCIQ, cosmetic evos, and some long-awaited community updates. Ultimate Team is jam-packed in FC25.
I thought that was going to be the Dragon Ball Z celebration. That would be sick.
You on the pitch.
Oh, you absolutely will. This sounds unbelievable. Can't wait to
That's
get
it.
started.
Welcome back to the world's game.
What will you do for the club?
Oh, I did not want to
To
click.
be a legend
Oh,
in the game, you have to take a club to new heights. You have
go back. I want to talk about it. Rush is interesting. I think it should be good. At least you don't have to have 3 friends to play with. It says 5v5, but it's 4v4. The walkout animation looks like it could be nice. Obviously, people probably get bored of it very early on because everyone does. Like I said, Rush should be decent. I like the fact, I wonder how the level's going to work though. And everyone's going to be fighting for the same position? I wonder. Or do you get given a position? I don't know how it's going to work because people probably won't play a position. It's probably free for all again. You get bonuses, so do get reward from Rush. Obviously, coins, Rush award points awarded. Silver Rush, battle out and overlooked silver items. With your overlooked silver items, oh, see, like if they do actual stuff to make you use other players, love it. Absolutely love it. This stuff is going to take a while for me to get used to. I never dive into formations, tactics, and stuff. I just play the same one all the time. But evolutions, obviously, we do the Korean evolution team, full Korean team. Anything to boost it and make it easier for me to use the Koreans, absolutely love it. And I don't really care about animation stuff, but it looks nice. So will hopefully look nice. This is big though. This is massive. Having SPC storage for your duplicates, come on. That's all we've asked for about a decade now. What, probably about 5 years, if not more. It's taken them long enough. They finally listened. If they continue to listen, the game could go forward instead of going backwards like it has for the last few years. The division rival stuff, if you listen...
And relegation is back. We're decreasing the total number of checkpoints and allowing players to be relegated when competing at the highest divisions.
See, relegated from the highest division when competing in the highest division. So I'm assuming, I could look into it deeper, but I'm not going to. I'm too lazy. But I'm assuming it's going to be, I guess the top, like from Division 4 go down to 5. I don't think they're going to let people go all the way back. It's not going to happen, is it? And obviously friendlies not being linked to division is always good. New stadium, I'm sure people like to customize it. I don't really care, to be honest. Maybe I will in the future, but yeah, I thought this was going to be the old it's like the Dragon Ball Z when they combine. I can't think of what it's called. It would have been a 6th celebration, no? Other than that, it's a bit of the samey same. It's always the way you always get a little bit hyped for it and then you get disappointed. It is what it is. But I'm going to leave that there. I hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy this reaction, let me know down below. If you want to see some more, I can do some more on other stuff, obviously. Remember to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you do, and turn notifications on so you don't miss a thing. And as always, look after yourself, stay safe, and I'll speak to you. Goodbye.